Hey fellas, and welcome back to Rebuild Miss 2023. Today we are doing it none other than Chattanooga, a team I have not done before. If I'm being honest about it, Chattanooga mocks, it just sounds racist. I don't know why. I don't know what about it is, but it just sounds racist. Anyway, that's all there is to that. Let's get into the rebuild, shall we? This time around, we are in the MAC. We have not done a MAC team. I took over the worst MAC team I physically could. Now, this time around, I really want to try and emphasize, I want to try and get some of these guys right here, right now. I don't really want to be relying on low lock cheese all that much, to be honest. 60 overall, I will take it because I'm not getting in that same situation I was before, where I didn't have middle linebackers, didn't have defensive tackles. Like, I will go out of my way to find things that I need, even if they're crap overall. All you guys, UDTs, absolutely. Because in the last rebuild that I did, I struggled so much because I couldn't find anything. I will say that 57 is like pretty bad here. In fact, yeah, I don't think I can work with 50s or 60s for that matter, realistically. 62 is going to be like my absolute lowest, and it looks like I have a lot of those already, which kind of annoys me because 62 is so low. We have Penn State and LSU on our schedule. You know what I mean? Chattanooga, and we have those two schools. Unbelievable. So we need to find some low lock cheese here. Particularly, I am looking to get those annoying positions out of the way. So Chris Bentley, I mean, that's a pretty cool name for a quarterback. Where they at, though? Right, I might have got a little bit OD, but I maxed out our board completely. I would love to scout these guys, but I kind of have to wait a little bit here. Wow, that is really good starting stats right there. 90 throw power, 80 accuracy, 100% getting 700. I still got to go through everybody else and scout them, though. The thing is, we're probably going to get fired anyway because we're so bad, so there's no point relying on insta-commit regardless. Beautiful. There goes a cornerback and an outside linebacker. He looked like a decent outside linebacker at that, too. Let's go ahead and get Culver. Let's go get the other strong safety because that way we get both safety positions done. And then I really just think going into linebacker here is the play. Although I only have one cornerback, don't I? I have one cornerback, a second one on the board. So that should be good enough for season one. Both safeties. I'm probably missing some very obvious positions here. Like O-lineman. That would be a big one, wouldn't it? Yeah, I just don't have the points, man. I mean, I could go like 150 into all of them, but just tag him. Let everybody else know that I'm interested in him. Back off. That's all the points I have. And just to show, we are D plus D and C. So we are pretty freaking bad, man. Wow, okay. We're definitely not going to be able to get Steve Newsom. I could get Bobby Holland, but it seems like that's a bit of a losing battle there as well. Jason Parks just got the lead on him for fun. No, it looks like people are starting to get back in the battle here, which is really not a good sign. We're running away with some of these players. Gaining up here, gaining here, okay. But even Boston College is getting back in that battle. You know what? Next time around, I might have to take over like a 3-star school or something. Just so I'm not fighting for scraps down here, mate. I really need some points back, though, like immediately. Beautiful. There goes David Culver. It's a massive pickup right there. Now, I really have to jump into my O-line now. Visited Boston College. We're barely staying in that battle right there. He might lock us out before we even get to our recruiting week. Okay, this just means I have to go back into low lock cheese. I can't get this guy. Corner should be in the bag. Told you we'd be safe. 3-9 record. If we could just smash 3-9s out all the time, that would be great. Our quarterback did not do very well, though. My goodness, they are struggling. Yeah. Okay, so let me do a little bit of math here. These are the 3 guys we want. The linebacker is not a priority overall-wise. Let me just say that. So we got a middle linebacker, another middle linebacker, and an outside linebacker. So realistically, that's pretty much the linebacking core done. Not really, but kind of. Dustin Baker, though, we do not have that position straight up. So what I might even do here is say fluff Tom Brooks. That means I can go 2250 into these guys more. I think this is what we have to do here. And then just pray on top of that we get Brian Sharp as well. So definitely at least better than what we would normally get. We got 2 cornerbacks. At least that's going to be good that final year. And then we got, of course, David Culver and Dustin Baker here. So David Culver's going to go to free safety. And if everything works out, nobody transfers, that would be considered a pretty good first season. A lot of really annoying things out of the way. Gave us Ohio State. But the schedule overall looks a little bit easier, which is nice. Man, that does not look like a lot of people right there, does it? 9 people? There's no way we didn't get any more than 9 people. Okay, there are more. Okay, that's not bad. I'll at least take the top 2 middle linebackers. All right, a couple of them just straight up insta-committed to bigger schools. I hate insta-commit when it works against me. They both went to Bama? Oh, man. Could have at least spread it out a little bit, boys. Well, we already know we're not going to get Nick Nash. We already know we're not going to get Jeremy Mason. Something tells me that Brandon Thomas might be possible here. I just doubt it. There's so many guys, so many teams are after that guy. He's not joining. Josh Tidwell, there is a chance, but I just doubt it. We have a pretty decent bonus, though, to be fair. We're not even on the board for Carl. You know what? Fluff it. Just get off the board, bro. You're wasting my time, everybody's time. Yeah, we're not seeming to pull away from anybody here. It's going to have to be low lock cheese again to save us. On the plus side, we seem to be a bit better. 72, 70, and 73. I mean, it's not great, but it's not the worst thing ever. Still going to be a loss. Fluff me. As long as we get 3 wins, I'm happy. All right, let's see what we got. I already see a 5-star athlete in the top 10. Let's go ahead and scoop him up. There we go. Look at that. Nice, juicy outside linebacker there. Get ourselves a running back. Might as well get ourselves a couple. Another running back right there. Got to get some wide receivers. Hopefully we find some studs. Corner. There we go. There's a nice card right there. This guy's pretty much in the bag, though. Jeff Hefner. Great name, by the way. Great name. Cole Taylor is somebody that would genuinely help us out here. Really need my offensive line done. I was kind of hoping. Okay, I got 2 goons down here. Chris Sims, Kevin Robertson. No, I don't think we're going to be able to get Fred Sanders here. We're literally not going to be able to get him. Oh, that's really, really tough. That sucks. I mean, Terrence Montgomery is still an absolute unit. It kind of makes me want to go and try and find another running back, unless we already have one on the board. I mean, Mark Payne might not be the worst thing in the world. We literally can't get him. Can get Greg McKinney, though. This guy looks like a great outside linebacker. We already have points in him, though. Do we want Clifton? I kind of want Clifton here. Kind of also want Matt Brown. That might be worth it. Jake Barnett, we're getting points naturally into him. And we're kind of pulling away with the offensive lineman here. Another win. Let's go. 2 and 3. There goes Terrence Montgomery. There goes Keith Stewart. Didn't even get to the week. Didn't even get to week 13 to bring him in for a visit. They just straight up wanted to sign, which I will never complain about. I feel like there are some things that I'm missing out on here, like O-lineman. Wait, no, I only needed 2 O-linemen, and I got 1, and there's another one, and another one. So no, we're fine there. Fine on that front. Well, unfortunately for us, a lot of people already committed. We only have 4 visits scheduled. Wow, okay. So out of like 15 people, 11 of them committed, leaving us with not that many. Oh, actually, it's a little bit tough to kind of put a number on it, but a lot of people already committed, but a lot of people are ready for this big visit here too. So we only got 2 players out of that. You know what? It kind of was worth it though. So now our offense is kind of done here. I did my best. I really worked with what I had, really. Like, there wasn't too much out of that I could have necessarily done. Would have been nice to have gotten another cornerback. We might have. I don't exactly know. We did not get another cornerback. That's okay, though. I think one of the athletes was a cornerback anyway, so the second guy is 73% locked. We could probably try and finesse that. It is a little bit late in the season, but definitely still worth a shot, right? Definitely leaving it a little bit too late here for sure. Get the Scullies out the way. See what we can do. So even though Ryan Everett would be awesome, I don't think it's worth it. Same as Kyle Jackson. Jonathan Burgess is pointless because we have Chris Mason. I'm genuinely thinking that it's probably like 4.5K into Jake Barnett here. Maybe even 3.5K. You know what? I'm just going to go... We're going to go 3.5K. He will be a really, really good player for us. Free safety, and we move this guy. He's 69. Did we get cornerbacks? Oh, we did get cornerbacks. Okay, never mind. But Keith Stewart definitely can't go to quarterback, though. That's for sure. Like, we have no need for him. I mean, he's here, but we don't need him. Chris Bentley is already here. Chris Bentley's going to be better. Are you sure you can't go anywhere else, bro? Like you literally are willing to not play. Okay, just go corner. We actually have 6 because I also have Bill Morton. Yeah, so we're definitely going to be running a 3-4 here because we have really good linebackers. But the rest of the team is not all that. But the D-line's really good, but we don't have 2 defensive tackles. Well, we do with Danny Young, but I'd rather have the 75, the 76, and the 75 all out there, you know? Got a bunch of corners here on top of the ones we already have. Already got our banger free safety. Already got our banger strong safety. All right, so we're coming in C+, C, and B-. So the defense is actually the strongest part of this team. That will not be the case for very long. That is good progress, though, considering that everybody on the squad is freshmen. That's kind of best case scenario here. This is definitely subject to change, but we're going to rock out with Eastern Michigan. We're going to rock out with the Eastern Michigan playbook. 35 on run, as in like more like 65% running. And we're going to run a 3-4 multiple. This more than likely will get flipped around a little bit, but I just really want to see how these running backs do. Hopefully we can get, at least 6 wins this year. That might be a bit too optimistic, but I will catch you guys for stats and training results. We barely pulled it out against FCS. If we don't beat Akron, I'm going to have to switch it up. We got smacked by Akron. Okay, that tells me all I need to know right there. All right, let's take it a little bit off running, put it on 40. And then we're just going to go straight back to multiple defense. Because realistically, DTs and linebackers alike can both be out there. So I'm not really stressing it. Not the worst year, 4-8. That's fine considering all of our freshmen were out there. Bentley had 12 touchdowns, 8 picks. But again, we were more of a running team. Montgomery had almost 1,200. Mason had nearly 800. So that's really solid from the both of them. I will happily take that. Receiving end doesn't really matter because we're not really passing it all that much. Blocking seems to be okay. Just need them to progress a little bit here. And woo, look at these. Look at the defense here, man. Some seniors started like Alex Branch, but Cole Taylor, he's only a true freshman. Aaron Young, freshman redshirt. Matt Brown, true freshman. Like, these are insane TFL numbers for freshmen. Same as the sacks. Nobody's close to 10 or anything, but you combine this, and that's more than a sack a game, I'll take it. Look at that. So, before the season, the only thing we needed was a tight end. So, I put 10 of the best tight ends in the nation on the board. And look what the computer went and did. They went and signed one of them, Eric Coldwell. 5-star tight end, 77 overall. A little bit glitchy, I know, but still. We got the man we wanted, damn it. Penn State in week 1? Oh my goodness. They just want us to fail. They set us up for failure so much. All right, so we might be getting dominated in the first week, but good old Chat up here. Chattanooga, B-, B-, and B. Set up kind of nicely here. Again, full of sophomores. The question is that going to be 99 the final year? I don't know about that. Yep, it was bad in week 1. Okay, so now that all the other players are out of the way, we can actually get a look at our players. Chris Bentley is a 93. Culver's a 93. Bellamy's a 93. We have 7 90-plus overalls in everybody's junior season, which is really nice. A lot of players that will become 90s. Hopefully, we can max out our coordinators this year as well. That would be really, really good. Hopefully, they stick around as well. That would be really good for us. But yeah, again, this year, I'm definitely getting a look at the conference just to see where everybody else is. Last year, it seemed a little bit premature. But 9-4 in the season, not bad at all. Clemson in week 1. Oh, man, at least we got an F schedule. Okay, Clemson is the real freaking deal. But we're pretty good here as well. 91, 91, 93. There is a chance here that we do go up to 99. I just hope that we can actually use this team. The only problem is, remember, I couldn't look at the jerseys that froze. I don't really want to risk it, but I'm going to hope that when it comes time to play with this team, I'm actually able to do it. All right, so as you know, we're 91. Georgia Southern is an 84, 81, 79. Okay, so we are head and shoulders above the competition here. We should go undefeated in conference, would be my guess. Absolutely undefeated in conference, unless we just have a shocker. See, we're still not good enough to the point we're getting beaten by Clemson and that. So will this team be a natty winning team next year? Depends on our schedule. All right, that went better than expected. We went 11-1, so we did go undefeated in conference. The only team we lost to was Clemson. It really sucks, but our coordinator left, but we do have Troy Taylor. They are both All-Americans. We also have Pitt in week 5, which is a bit scary. But of course, let's go to the Notre Dame week, and we'll go from there. Okay, Pitt's going to be a scary week. It's on the road, and we get a massive dub there. Beautiful. Okay, we're ranked 4. Notre Dame has lost. Wow, they're not even that good. What is this? How did they get rank 1 at 95 overall? I mean, there is still a chance that we lose this. But I thought that they were guaranteed to be 99s. I'm not even going to lie to you. Good to see that we got some DC boosts here as well. Not that it really does anything, but... All right, so it's just Notre Dame. At least they're ranked. That's a good sign. And we're going to win 42-31. That might have been a home field diff. Lost to Miami of Ohio. How, bro? There's just no way. Like, I knew that they were going to do something to us. They're a really good team somehow. I wouldn't even be surprised if they were ranked in the top 25. We're still ranked 12, which is pretty promising. I hope we make it to the top 8 here. Like, I just can't believe it. 99 overall. And we lose to Miami of Ohio, bro. Of all schools. Not rank 1 Notre Dame. Not Pitt on the road. Miami of Ohio. Okay, we got up to rank 5, which is really promising here. Ball State in the conference championship. I mean, does anybody think we're going to lose this game? I don't know. We lost to Miami of Ohio. We might. It's going to be a blowout win. Mason finished 2nd on the Heisman voting. That's pretty cool. And we're going to finish in rank 5, which means we're going to have to do an 18 playoff here. Would have preferred, you know, top 4, but it's okay. We'll do 8. So we are going to be going up against Notre Dame again, who is somehow in rank 4 on an 8-4 record. I don't know how that makes sense, but it is what it is. Well, this is a rare bug. I've never seen this before. I've never not been able to actually use the team before. We're going to have to simulate this, fellas. I apologize. It's frozen. Okay, so we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Hopefully we can get the dub here. So Arkansas beat LSU 45-26. We dominate Notre Dame. Texas beats Stanford, understandable. And Ohio State beats Bama 45-35. So we are going to be taking on rank 1, and I can't even play the game. Let me get a look. Okay, they're not even that good, realistically. They're A-, A, and A-. I don't know how they beat whoever. I think it was Stanford they versed. I don't know how they beat them. Sure. Oh, man, okay, so national championship. Again, it would have been nice to see these running backs in action. I do apologize for that, but there's literally nothing I can do about it. It won't let me use the team. So here we go. Chattanooga, Ohio State survey says we're going to get pumped. Okay, we just were not in that game at all. They dropped 20 on us in the final quarter. It was kind of ugly. Bentley played okay. I mean, 182 yards too. He did his job. He did what he needed to do. Mason had 100 yards. Montgomery had 59. Again, they just didn't really dominate the way I thought they would. Bentley had quite a few scrambles there too. McDonald had 100 receiving yards. Ah, man, that sucked. We're going to lose to Ohio State. So even though we were a run-heavy team, Bentley was still top 10 in the nation in pass yards with 3,300. 35 touchdowns, 5 picks. Not a bad season at all. On the rushing end, Chris Mason had 2,200 yards. He had way more carries than Montgomery this time around. But he showed up. He had a 6.8 average on pretty much double the amount of attempts. Both of these guys should go in the first round. Bentley should go in the first round. McDonald probably should as well. He had 1,200 on a rush-heavy team. Morton had 52 pancakes and 6 sacks. That is a big breakfast. And defensively, the TFL numbers are right up there. Bellamy with 28, Aaron Young with 20. Bellamy also had 8.5 sacks. Aaron Young with 4.5. Not bad. What about the pick? Steven Jackson, 4 of them. Culver had 2. Bunch of people with 1. Now, I know you guys want to see where these guys get drafted. Let me know your predictions down in the comment section. I reckon we're going to have 3 first-rounders, quarterback, both running backs. Well, actually, maybe not. The running backs weren't that crazy overall. Survey says, okay, it was quarterback, went first round. Bellamy first round. Culver first round. McDonald first round. Aaron Young first round. Chris Mason goes in the 3rd. He was 2nd on the Heisman list. Dustin Baker went in the 3rd round. Steven Jackson in the 4th. Montgomery in the 5th. That is a freaking steal and a half. Cole Taylor went in the 5th round as well. 87 overall linebacker. That's not bad. We sent 10 people to the draft. 5 of them ran in the first round. So almost a 6th of the first round was Chattanooga players, which is pretty freaking good. But fellas, if you made it this far in the rebuild, then you are the real MVP. Sorry again, I couldn't play the games. That's the game. That's not me. But if you made it this far in the video, you are the real MVP. Hope the rest of your day is awesome. And from me personally, I'm out. Peace.